What is going on with Nike and Adidas and everything else? It's been kind of crazy. Yo, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. So I know we gotta do some discussion videos. Not a lot's been going on, but we definitely gotta make this video because hey, we got some unfortunate news. Hey, big shouts to Z Sneakerhead. Always keep up with the info. Make sure you guys follow him on his IG. But yes, unfortunately, which is not too bad, just like 1 week of a pushback, but I feel like it keeps getting pushed back. You know what I mean? Like it just keeps like pushed back from March, another, and then pushed back for a month, and then pushed back for another week. Hey, I'm all for it if they can push everything back to make sure the release is legit, good to go, smooth. You know, no shipping delays, because we all saw how it happened with the reimagined breads. I mean, a lot of things happened because, A, it looks like a lot of cancellation. We had a big problem about that. You know, that was a major issue. So, I mean, we also got to talk about when will be the actual shock drop for the military 4s. I mean, if they're pushing it back so far, hey, shouts to my guys, Z Sneakerhead. They are scheduled to now release on May 4th. Star Wars Day. Basically 1 week, because they were set to release on, it was supposed to be March, and then they pushed it to April 27th. Now it's looking like 1 week later. I believe this is Cinco de Mayo. You hear about like a pushback. What is the reason? I mean, so the rumors were there's about to be over 500,000 pairs. Now we heard about the stock numbers of the reimagined breads was also about 500,000 pairs. It didn't quite seem like it. Maybe, you know, especially with Nike, I expect us to at least get a Jordan Reserve on the reimagined breads in the near future, or sometime in March or in April, now that these got pushed back all the way to May. But again, Nike can do whatever they want. If they feel like pushing it back all the way to June, they'll just end up doing that. So we just have to wait and see. But you know what? I don't mind the pushbacks till May 4th. I think that's good for me, even though I'm trying to think what's going to be happening in April. The month of April is looking kind of light. But like if we were to expect a shock drop on the military blues, just think about it's going to probably be around the April 20th or the April 27th, that area, like either 1 week to 2 weeks before the release. That's how they usually do it. Even though the reimagined breads, they did it basically the weekend of, I believe it was 1 week prior. So just stay tuned for that. Again, Nike can do whatever they want. And I did hear some things that it looks like there's going to be no longer any sneaker passes on a lot of Nike stores. It looked like it's going to be all first come, first serve. So you're going to have to go to your Nike store, line up. And I've been hearing also too, a lot of these Nike stores have been getting like restocks of the reimagined breads. You know, usually with Nike, they're just a little gatekeeping. I don't know when they're going to actually drop them, if they were. Because even like in my area, I saw some things on the IG. People were actually getting pairs in my local area. I was like, yo, well, how'd you get those? They're like, oh, they just dropped them in the Nike store. And I was like, oh, dang, that must be nice. But again, if you have someone inside of these Nike stores, it'd be great. But other than that, looks like no more sneaker pass, guys. They just hope whenever the Nike store gets them, then they'll drop them. Sometimes with these stores, what they do is if you just so happen to be at the store and they're releasing, you can actually get them. Because that happened to me a couple of times with some Dunks. Back when Dunks were doing very well. And then some other news, look like we got some pushback. What was supposed to be releasing this week was the Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks. You know, there's one of the first releases. You know, they're trying to hype these things up. They did like some type of shock drop on the Oscars or something like that. And, you know, it looked like it was pretty limited on the Travis Scott site. But we were supposed to get them on March 5th. It's looking like now we're going to get like a whole month and a half pushback. It looks like it's going to be releasing now on April 30th. So I'm kind of thinking, is that why they pushed back the military blues and the Travis Scotts? Because it was almost the same time. Because if the Travis Scott got pushed back to the 30th, that's basically on the Tuesday. And then what? We're going to get these. Like, I don't think they wanted the military blues to drop first and then the Jumpman Jacks. You know, I think a lot of people would probably spend their money on the military blues first compared to the Jumpman Jacks. That's how I would think about it. I mean, personally, you just can't go wrong with the military blues. If you're going to spend $200 and then you might think about getting those Travis Scotts, even though I believe they're gonna sell out. I think people are gonna go for them because it's Travis Scott. They're probably gonna go for some bread. Nothing crazy. I know the resale price on them is going insane. Just want to give a big shout out to my peoples over at Arbit. If you guys check them out, it's a free app if you guys want to download on the Apple Store, and I believe also on the Google's sites too if you have Android. Free sites is basically to track whatever the market is on either website, either on GOAT or StockX or Grails or eBay. So just a one-stop shop. Free, very easy to use. Just kind of check out the resale prices and also the market. Like for example, if we were to look at the reimagined breads here, as you see the market right now for a size like 9.5, you can see, like I said, it's very useful and very convenient. StockX is low as $280. eBay is like at $290. GOAT's at $301. And Grails is $280. So like I said, you can kind of compare, contrast on the market on every website. So like I said, it's very easy to use. Make sure you guys check out all the links below. Free to download and very convenient. And just stay tuned. Looks like it's gonna be a lot of other pushbacks coming up. I'm all for it. If they push it back just so the release can be run smooth and easy, and no shipment delays, because if you guys remember the past few years, shipment delays was a real big issue. It was very difficult to cop shoes, and it was very annoying. Again, I just hope every release is smooth, so that way we can get it and get out and good to go. And there should be plenty of pairs on both, well, actually on the military blue should be plenty of pairs. Just think of the reimagined breads. If you were able to cop the reimagined breads, then the military blue should be just fine. Just put a little bit of footwork in, even though I think that the military blues are going to be way more hyped than the reimagined breads. I just think more of the casual people are going to go for the military blues, even though I don't know which one you guys prefer. I think it's everyone's different taste. That's all I'll say. Talk about some other things about the Yeezys. I know we talked about some Yeezys last week. It was a big controversy between Kanye and Adidas, and a lot of people didn't want to cop the 350s that came out last week. They were sitting on shelves or sitting on the website. Looked like no one got them. And actually, if you check out some of your JD Sports, I just went to my local area. They actually have these 350 steel gray sitting on the shelves and stuff. I just don't think people are really feeling the 350s anymore, But if you guys do want to check out on the website, I don't know. I feel like it's just a different energy, because if you check out on the Confirm app, they are releasing the Onyx foam runners and slides. Now, those are the two big movers of Yeezys as of lately. Slides and foam runners, they move all the time. They move very easy. The resale is actually pretty good. I think the energy is kind of changing up, Like, I know people didn't want to feel the 350 V2s, mainly because the resale's not much. I mean, we look on the Arbit right now, on the steel gray 350 V2s, they're basically going under retail. Why pay the retail price at $250 when lowest ask in StockX and eBay are going under, which is like about $200 to $190. Just saying, I mean, obviously, if they're not going for much bread, no one's going to really go for them, because there's no resale for it. But if you look on the Onyx, again, different energy, different story. StockX got them for like $140, GOAT got them for like $130. Same with the foam runners, got them at $130, $140, and even GOAT got them at $150. So I believe, don't think that the foam runners and the slides are going to be like the 350s. These things are a lot cheaper. They move a lot easier. They're probably end up going to sell out. So if you guys want them, this is your another chance to get them, even though they release so many freaking times for these things. But hey, I just don't know how you guys feel about the whole Kanye West and Adidas thing. If you guys are on Team Kanye or you're like whatever, I just want to just grab the Yeezys that I can, which I can respect for both. If you guys like them, cool. If not, then move on. I'll just say that. But a lot of this stuff I already have, so I don't really need a cop for a personal. I mean, I might cop some of these slides and foam runners just because summertime and springtime's coming up. I still believe they might move a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. It's not moving like they used to, though. I'll tell you that much. They're not moving like they used to. Just stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, hey, just want to make this quick little video, guys. Hey, prepare for the pushbacks. We might see a lot more pushbacks on a lot more other Jordans and Nikes. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? If they want to push it back just so they can make sure that the release is smooth and good to go, I am all for it. I'm all for it. Nike, do your thing if that's what you want to do. Push them all back. It's all good. Anyway, guys, hey, just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe if it's your first time here, comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at Jumpman Chris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway guys, appreciate y'all, love y'all. I'm Jumpman Chris. Peace.